is. It is a story that first aired on our evening newscast here on this network. It contained comments of theirs that spoke to the general and overall family heritage of Couric. Let's listen into that right now as we await the Pentagon briefing.
The rights of every man are diminished when the rights of one man are threatened.
As a free man, I take pride in the words, Ich bin ein Berliner.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
People still come up to me often and say, you know, your father changed my life, and I think that's really his most important legacy, and it's an amazing thing to have inspired so many people.
For the last 10 years, his children have kept his legacy alive through the Profile and Courage Award.
And this award recognizes his life. It's one of the things that we really wanted to make sure happened, not have the focus exclusively and be in November, but really be about the lasting kind of life contributions that he made.
So instead of November, when he was killed, the award is presented in May, near his May 29th birthday. The criteria based on the ideals set forth in his bestseller, Profiles in Courage. Ted Sorensen was the book's researcher.
John F. Kennedy was unusual in politics in his dedication to doing what was right. And he wanted to write a book citing precedents for that kind of political courage, risking one's career in politics to do what was right.
How do you think this award, John, might encourage young people to enter politics? Is that part of the goal here?
Well, one of the things that you hear and you read is how uninterested young people are in politics and how they don't feel that the political process speaks to them.
But as you know, the process itself intimidates and frightens many people away. They think, oh my gosh, every skeleton in my closet is going to be unearthed or exposed. I can't possibly meet expectations of perfection.
Well, I mean, I'd like to be able to disagree with you, but certainly a lot of those factors are things that I have considered. I think, though, the example of the last year is that you can take incredible hits and still remain standing, as President Clinton has, and still carry out the duties of your office, and have a fair amount of public, if not sympathy, certain amount of public understanding about the conditions under which he works.
We appreciate those who think like we do, and we are opposed to those who think the other way, even though their motives may be completely good.
Quite often we have the feeling that a man who thinks the way we do is very bright.
I know, very bright and very brave.
And if he does not, then he's not very bright.
I very rarely hear people say, well, I disagree with him completely, but I admire him tremendously.
What is that like to see your dad talk like that, Caroline, and just to watch him in action?
This is an earlier, from his early career, so it's not as familiar, so it's interesting. I mean, his thoughts are always really interesting, especially, and it doesn't seem like it was so long ago.
In many ways, the sentiments he expresses there are pretty applicable today, aren't they?
I think that's one of the things that comes through in the book, is that people have held politicians in contempt for, 100 years, and you read these quotes and you can't believe it. It's exactly like what's going on today.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Articles of impeachment.
What you realize is that it's really no different today than it has ever been. I mean, it is an American tradition to hammer away at your public officials. So I don't think because there's more press now, there's more opportunities to do so, it seems worse. But regardless of how you feel about the impeachment debate, both sides claimed that they were exhibiting political courage, and I think took risks. So I think actually it's sort of necessary that people feel desperate about politics, because the award then provides ever more of a beacon for the kind of political conduct that the award seeks to applaud.
John F. Kennedy dedicated Profiles in Courage simply to my wife. Before her death, Jacqueline Kennedy acknowledged the award as a fitting tribute to her husband.
She'd always thought it was important to have living memorials to my father, that he not be a monument. He was about practicing the art of politics, and what this award does is it recognizes people who are in the game and in political life now, and recognizes them as opposed to another building or another slab of stone.
A nation reveals itself not only by the men it produces, but also by the men it honors, the men it remembers.
She really thought this was an important thing and the right time to do it. So there had been a lot of other memorials, but I think this was a way of bringing his legacy into the present and showing how important it is for people to continue to celebrate and expect political courage in our leaders.
Citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man.